emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create...
Jamal! And he's done it! First blood drawn. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out...
And Yaya Toure! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Vieira. And it's Gullit for Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. Thuram. Vieira. And it's Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Not the most accurate pass. That's a little off target.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they can counter here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, sweet feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. The muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And they've got rid.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! Great defending, strong and determined. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's intervened well there. Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Maldini calmly anticipates. That has ended up in no man's land. Chooses to go cross-field. Rijkaard. Gullit defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Hazard picks it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard looking to get on the end of this.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's found a way through, and he's gone backward here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard. To Lahm. Neymar. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Played through into space. Great ball if he can get there. Thuram. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Maldini. And it's Bale. Thuram. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Thuram. Madrid finding their passes. Bale puts them all in. Keeper's dealt with that. Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard tries making a foray down the right. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bale, and a chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bale! Gareth! Glittering Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal's cross. Thuram going vertical. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bale. He is through here. Shot a goal! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Neymar. Number 16.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Can he get it through? This is Hazard.
Number 9, De Bruyne. Number 13, Dembele. Number 22,
Van Dijk.
Number 20.
That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he get on the end of this? He can get that clear. Throw in. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Flashes it across. And they've got a throw. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently... Great chance! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up.
Can he finish? They've done it! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Big chance! He has done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element...
It's Canu! Well, now, oh, what has happened here?
Minute has been indicated.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pedri. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Roberto Carlos knocks it into space. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Plenty to... Bullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Bale plays it short. Dembele. Here comes the... It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net! Deep into injury time! Satisfyingly... That's the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award,
Please
and
take
there
this
is very
opportunity to
little
pay a
room
visit
for
to our
argument.
official store where memorabilia from today's
So
match
there it
are now
is.
available.
What struck you most about that?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage, it was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is